Ever eaten a steak on a mountaintop? Well, come with me. I'm here at the latest Marta prize home on Tamborine Mountain, and I have to say, the scenery is absolutely breathtaking. Here, you're surrounded by nature amongst beautiful native bushland with not only incredible panoramic views, but this show-stopping home as well. What better place could there be to cook and entertain? So I'm going to give it a run today and prepare my whiskey and maple glazed steak with a charred capsicum salad. Let's get back into the kitchen and get cooking. Let's kick things off with the whiskey and maple marinade. I've got 2 pieces of delicious flank steak, and that's going to be our hero, but they need a bit of flavour, and what we're going to do is make this delicious marinade. Kicking it off with some Aussie whiskey. It smells amazing. It's a bit of a drunken steak vibe. Just a small pour of that goes in. Gonna add a little bit of our olive oil, maple syrup. That's gonna give the sweetness and also a really nice color to our steak when it hits the really hot grill. Some cumin seeds, just a quick pinch of some brown sugar, again for that richness and delicious sort of caramelization that we're looking for on our hot barbecue. And I'm looking at the barbecue. I love being here in the kitchen, but out there with that view, absolute perfection. Let's keep going. I'm getting too excited about the view. Let's talk about the food. So we've got some of those ingredients there. One thing we definitely need is a good pinch of salt. One more liquid ingredient that I have is a delicious orange. Nice squeeze of our citrus. I'm gonna also add in a couple of cloves of garlic to add that flavor. And then we're gonna marinate the steak for at least a couple of hours. We don't want to go too long because obviously we've got alcohol in this marinade and that can start cooking the steak itself. So a couple of hours will do it. Important tips when we're cooking steak, as always, well seasoned. So lots of salt, or in this case, we've got a delicious marinade. Room temperature protein. So the steak's been sitting out for at least 20 minutes just to come up to room temperature. And we want that so that we get a nice even cook of our steak. And I think the third and final is allowing the steaks to rest. Having a good rest time is really, really important when it comes to cooking steak. So the garlic's gone in there, everything's smelling absolutely amazing. There is a lot of flavor going on in there. And what I'm gonna do is just place these 2 beautiful pieces of beef into that marinade to get well coated. For now, we're gonna let this sit aside and we're gonna get started with our salad. Let's crack on with our salad. Charred capsicum, crouton salad, a little bit of feta, some nuts, some olives, lots of herbs. It's gonna be absolutely delicious. I've just got some sourdough bread here. I'm just gonna cut this in half. Oh, that's beautiful bread. Yum. I think, let me see, if I can just tear this potentially, I might get some nice sort of gnarly parts of the bread to be really nice chunky croutons. All right, bit of a baking tray here. Just gonna grab those big chunky croutons. Even the little bits, they're gonna be nice crispies. It's looking good. Now, be generous here. A little bit of olive oil. I think today we're just gonna keep it super simple. A good serving of salt, lots of olive oil. That miche style sourdough, which has its own malty goodness. Goes perfectly with the steak, and maybe a nice cold beverage or even a delicious glass of red, overlooking the pool, which is overlooking the view, which is overlooking beautiful native bushland. You're gonna be very lucky up here. I mean, I'm gonna have to come around and hang out, but you can do the cooking. What do you reckon? Okay, that's looking good. I will pop these into the oven and let them do their thing for a couple of minutes till they're nice and crispy, golden, good to go. Next step for our salad are these capsicums. We're going to do a nice char on these capsicums, and all I'm going to do is just take the lid off and I'll remove the seeds. You can choose whichever color you'd like, but having a little variety is always quite nice. I'm going to cut it into quite chunky strips there. The thing I love about this prize home is not only do you get this amazing home, but you also get a brand new car, $1 million in gold bullion, and we cannot forget the ride-on lawnmower. Every bloke needs a ride-on lawnmower. Okay, last couple of pieces of capsicum, good dress of our olive oil, and as with everything, we're going to season with some sea salt. I'm just going to halve these olives just so they suit the salad a little bit nicer. Nice bit of texture with these walnuts is always good. Just run the knife through. Doesn't need to be anything crazy. You don't want them too fine. Still nice to have a bit of chunk and a bit of a crunch. Olives are done, walnuts done, capsicum's ready for the barbecue, the steak has been marinating, and it's time to head outside. Let's go. Okay, barbecue time. Now, even though this barbecue is ginormous and we can fit everything on there all at once, I am going to start with the capsicum first. Skin side down, we want to get a nice char on them. You can hear them starting to sizzle and pop already. We'll give these a little look and a little turn. I think that's looking good. Green's starting to get a bit of colour. Just a slight char. These are looking great. Softened nicely, charred nicely. All the different colours of the rainbow. That's what we like. Time for our steak. Yes, nice and hot. You can smell that marinade. Just gonna pick up a couple of the garlic cloves, throw those on there as well. Already the aromas, that garlic's starting to get nice and delicious, caramelizing. The cumin, it's popping as it hits the bars. And of course, you get the fragrance from the whiskey, the orange, and that maple syrup as well, delicious. Steak like this is not gonna take long at all. It's nice and thin. You wanna cook it medium rare. Flank steak loves that. We're gonna slice it. We're gonna serve it really, really perfectly with that salad. So I'm just gonna check how we're going here. Oh yeah. All right, time for a flip. Yes. All right, I got a little tray with a resting rack on there as well. Steak's gonna come off. And like I said earlier, one of the most important parts is allowing a steak to rest. Okay, steak done. Capsicum nicely grilled. Let's kick things off by building our salad. We've got our crispy, crunchy croutons, our charred capsicum, olives, walnuts, seasoning of salt, crack of pepper, a little bit of red wine vinegar, some olive oil, and we'll get started with the herbs, which some of them I'm going to chop. I'm going to pull out a little bit of our chives. I'm going to do, 2 centimeter battens, so we can do a little sprinkle of chives over the top, parsley, run my knife through it. We've got some mint here as well. There we go. And then some mint on top. And then just to finish it off, I got some nice creamy, crumbly feta crumbled over the top of this salad. All right, steak time. Now we want this to be nice and pink in the middle. This cut of steak needs to be rare, definitely medium rare, because it's got so much flavor and you don't want to overcook it. Now, a little reminder that every time you buy a ticket in a Marta Prize Home Draw, you're doing something good. It's going to a great cause, and you may not win this time, but the good thing is you can feel like a winner because you know the money's going to a good place. I'm just going to give it a quick season with some sea salt, another drizzle of olive oil, and that is looking pretty good. Salad done, steak looking great. All we need to do is win this home, sit back and enjoy. This spectacular home with its beautiful flow from inside to al fresco is a true entertainer's dream in any season. For just $2, someone will win this epic home, plus a new car, a ride-on mower, and $1 million in gold bullion. Altogether, that's a total prize value of $5.7 million. Incredible. Now head on over to the Marta Lotteries website to grab the recipe, and of course, grab yourself some tickets, because you want to be living this dream every single day. Good luck. Come,